Happy holidays, everyone, and welcome to the Guy Dawson Show at the World Center of Broadcast Media, WCOBM.com. My name is Guy Dawson, and I am the managing member of Classy Communications, a full-service media and marketing company. And if you would like to bring greater recognition to your business, your organization, or yourself personally, please get in contact with us at 702-845-6129 or visit our website, classycommunications.net. We are broadcasting to you live from the Gene Woods Racing Experience in fabulous Las Vegas, Nevada,
Right.
just a stone throw from the Las Vegas Strip in fabulous Las Vegas, Nevada. And I have Corintha Turveline as my guest hostess with the mostest this week.
Hello
How
there.
you been, Corintha?
I've been good. Yeah, just living the life in Las Vegas.
Corintha hosted a show a couple of months ago with the illustrious Quan, and I wasn't here, and this is the
Yes.
first time that we've gotten to work together.
Absolutely. I'm very excited to be here. Thank you, Guy.
I am so excited to have you here, and I have two dynamos in business. To my left, these ladies are going to give you a tremendous education on how to build, maintain, and do a lot of things with your credit. And I have Cynthia Davis and Elisa Flowers, and they are with Financial Education Services. And
That's right.
ladies, thank you so much for being a part of the Guy Dawson Show today. And
Absolutely.
Credit. People are always talking about credit in one form or another. You know, the thing that I've noticed over about the last 10 years is how much credit has gotten beyond just affecting your ability to purchase things. Whereas, of course, your credit's always affected your ability to be able to buy a car or a home and
Right.
things. It's
Yeah.
always been like that, but it just seems like recently it's become a part of your life at much higher levels. Things like
Absolutely.
employment and your insurance and things like that. What's going on with that? Why is that happening?
Well, I mean, the fact is that 3-digit score, it does. It affects so many things. I mean, you're right, from your car insurance to whether you can get a job or not, get promoted within your job. Even the military is doing that. And it's an indicator of reliability. You know, how responsible are you? And, you know, in some cases, it's a way to make more money, right? So if somebody has a lower score, then they can charge their more for a service. You know, and of course, yes, with cars, but car insurance, homeowners insurance, those are some big ones that people don't realize it affects them.
Yeah, it's become a tactic in business
Right.
to, you know, if you're a capitalist, you learn to capitalize on situations, and
Yes.
and so that's kind of what's happening, right, Elisa? Is you've got a
Absolutely.
lot of industries that have learned to capitalize on our credited society, a society where a lot of people seem to have some types of credit problems.
Absolutely. And, you know, bad things happen to good people. So, you know, and their credit is affected by that. They had to make a, decision. You know, do I feed my family or do I pay my bill? And, you know, there's a solution for that. So you do not have to live with bad credit. We have a solution for that.
And you have a unique story of why you got involved in wanting to help people with their credit. Will you share a little bit about that?
Sure, absolutely. I've always been a believer, and I've been fortunate enough that my mother taught me about credit very early on. So I started credit or having credit when I was 18. You know, up and down, made good decisions, made bad decisions. But just recently, about 4 years ago, I had a judgment on my credit, which prevented me from refinancing some rental properties. And the whole purpose of refinancing my rental properties was let me see where I can pull money out of to put into my retirement. So I went to go refinance my properties, and the bank says, no, you have a judgment. You can't. And so that was costing me like $300 per month per property, so that's about $1,000. So I reached out to a friend and I said, hey, I have this situation, I need some help. And she said, sure. I asked her what the fee was, and she said, I'll charge you $10,000. And I'm like, huh? And I'm thinking,
Serious capitalization, audience.
I'm thinking, you're my friend. You won't do this for me? She's like, you don't know how much work is gonna get involved. So of course, you know, I didn't go that route. Fortunate enough, I had a relationship with my partner Cynthia Davis right here, and just out of the blue one day she texted me and she said, "Hey, take a look at this and tell me what you think." I had done some networking with her, so we stayed in contact, and I looked at it and I said, this was right on time. I need this. I need the service. So it was the credit restoration. So I got involved with the company and had my own process. And at that time, my credit score was in the mid fives because the bank had slammed me with a judgment and a charge off, which
wow.
tanked my credit score. So I had to get that fixed just because I knew the power of what a good credit score could do, and I was wasting money, and I knew better, so I had to do something about it. So today I can tell you I did something about it. My credit score is 750, and I have been able to save $1,000 per month just by taking action on something that I thought was minor, but it was a major impact in my financial world.
That's so real.
Yeah, that's a key that you said, is that you took action.
Right.
And what I see that happens with a lot of people when they start having credit issues is they get paralyzed because they feel stuck, and I don't have credit, I'm never going to be able to buy anything, and they just don't take any action.
Yeah, and that is costing them so much money on a daily basis just because they don't know where to go get the information, and they just says, oh well, I'm not going to bother with it. You have to put it in the forefront, take care of it, and there's a solution there. We have a solution to the problem. You don't have to walk around with bad credit.
And Cynthia, the way that you got involved with financial education services is you were kind of on the other side of the industry. She was in the banking industry. And so you've seen it from that perspective. What made you want to kind of cross over and help people with their credit?
Thank you, Guy. Actually, yes. So on the banking side, I was just watching people come in every day decline for these things. Credit cards, home equity loans, mortgage loans. And you can imagine during the economy how many people came in and personally held those bankers responsible for their situation. And we did feel like we needed to do something to help. But unfortunately, with the industry, I didn't know anybody that I could trust. And I was very careful not to refer to just anyone, because I needed them to take good care of my clients, So thankfully, my mortgage person introduced me to somebody that she knew for 20 years. It was because she knew him that I gave him an opportunity, and I started referring 1 or 2 clients. They were coming back to me in a very short amount of time, in many cases, like ready to go. And I was exceeding goals, and I was doing very well, but I had been there 18 years, so for me, and even as a branch manager, I knew better, just like Elisa knew better, but I filed divorce the same day I filed for bankruptcy. I had the debt of 2 people on me at once, and so I filed for bankruptcy, and when I found out about this program, I got on it, and within 60 days, it was deleted. And you can just imagine how powerful that is. Like, I still, even with the bankruptcy, because that's all that I had on there, but I had a 700 credit score, 721 before with it on there, and it went well over 800 as soon as that was deleted. But it's one of those things, you can walk in and apply with a 721 credit score, but you're still declined because there's a bankruptcy on there, or a short sale, or a judgment, or a tax lien. So it's just too important not to take care of. So that's when I started putting my exit strategy in place. I just said there's so many people that need what we have, and we just got to get the word out about it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think a lot of people have encountered credit-related industries, and there's been a lot of negativity really attached to a lot of the businesses that have been related to repairing credit.
Absolutely.
And one of the things that I have really liked about financial education services is just the feedback that I've gotten. I've known quite a few people who've been involved with specifically financial education services, and the feedback has been great about how well it works and how it's a legitimate business. I know quite a few people who are involved in financial education services, and so I think that's really important. All of you out there, is that you can't just condemn the entire industry. I'm going to have the ladies explain more about that when we come back from a commercial break. But there are people out there who can really help you with things. Sometimes the lifeboat is right in front of you, and you can choose to jump on, or you can be skeptical and choose not to jump on and miss the lifeboat. So we're going to take a short commercial break and be back with more of the Guy Dawson Show at WCOBM.com.